Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Welcome to Sports Radio 1350's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution.
Markey to Saxton, cutting through the lane, hits the layup, beautifully run play.
High school basketball plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports, bringing you the best of the York Adams League all season.
Chip with a deep three, it is good! Trey Shiflett with the tray at the buzzer.
Now, let's head out to the action with a call of tonight's game. Here's Ron Ruben.
And good evening and welcome to Dover Area High School, where tonight the Eagles, coming in with an overall record of 3-2 and 1-2 in league play, host the Bulldogs of West York. They are 3-1 overall and 1-1 in the league. This is Ron Ruman along with my partner Andy Bria. And Andy, we were 3 for 3 last week on good games, and both these teams come in needing a win because they both lost close games on Friday. So I think we might have another good one tonight.
Yeah, but I believe we got a real good one on our hands. Like you said, both teams lost Friday night games that, this Dover bunch played a very good, let's put it this way, very athletic and a very quick team from Northeastern, and controlled the tempo with a 6-man rotation and had their chances coming down a stretch, and a mistake here, a mistake there, and it could have gone the other, or it went to Northeastern, but they got to be coming in here wounded, both teams, but it's going to be a tough one.
Well, it is, and West York typically likes to run a lot of guys in. The rotation this year, I think, is probably about 8 or 9, so it's not quite as deep maybe as it has been sometimes.
That's typical of Ackerman,
but sometimes he's had 10, but again, Dover with the 6. So. And it's every game in the division is going to be important because I think we were talking before we went on air. It may be more competitive than we thought. I think certainly Northeastern, but West York, Dover, Suburban, and Eastern, I think all going to be in the mix.
I agree with that 100%, Ron. I don't think we have a really standout team at this point, especially in Division II, but we just got a lot of teams that play good basketball and a lot of good coaches. So, every night it's going to be a chess match.
Yes, it is. 50 seconds left here in the JV contest. The Bulldogs are up by 7. This is the Penn State York pregame show. Getting ready for Dover and West York tonight from the Dover High School gym. Glad you're with us. Friday we'll be at Central, Red Line and Central. That should be a good one too, so we hope you can join us for that one as well. And we have a lot of fouls being called here. It's going to be a one-on-one, so we'll hang right here until they get through with these free throws in any case. But next week we'll have a girls game, which I think should be a good one. We'll be down in Susquehanna for the Warriors hosting the Bulldogs of West York. And I think the Warriors certainly going to contend for the division in the league. I think maybe the league title this year. West York lost a lot from last year's team that won the league and went to the second round of the States, but they have some players back too, and I think they're going to be one of those teams that is a tough out for anybody.
Yeah, they are, but Susquehanna is going to be very young, but they're going to have kids with a lot of game experience. And I remember watching the freshman point guard at West York last year. I forget the name, but
Tenura, I think.
Yeah, she's going to be tough, and he's an excellent coach down there. He gets his kids to play hard. He seems to be playing a lot of freshmen every year. So.
Yeah, I think there's another freshman who's doing well this year for them, so should be a good contest. This one's just about wrapping up, so we're going to take a break in the Penn State York pregame show. Come back with our Stony Brook Family Restaurant coaches interviews after this on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Penn State York. Great faculty, small classes, personal attention. Even if you're not sure what you want to do, Penn State York can help you choose the class, the course, the program, the certificate, seminar, or degree you want. Penn State York offers 9 4-year bachelor degrees you can complete without leaving the area. There are also 7 associate degrees. You can also begin the first 2 years of more than 160 Penn State majors right here in York. No matter what class you take, the national reputation of Penn State will follow you throughout your career. Call Penn State York for a brochure. 771-4040. That's 771-4040.
Honey, did you call Window World yet?
Nope.
Well, it's starting to snow.
It's not too late.
Don't wait another day. Call Window World and have your windows installed before winter. Plus, for a limited time, when you buy 2 6000 series windows, you get one free. Window World, simply the best for less. Call today, 866-779-0041.
Or online at windowworldpa.com. PA contractor number 2358.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Tonight we're at Dover High School. We're back at Dover High School. We're here Friday night. And we have the West York Bulldogs and the Dover Knight Eagles. With me now is Brian Schmoyer, the head coach of the Dover Eagles. Coach, tough one the other night. I mean, you had, which I consider to be a very good Northeastern team, on the ropes coming down the stretch. Talk a little bit about bringing your kids back tonight after that loss.
We brought the kids in on Sunday night and had a really good practice, and they were still a little bit down. It was a tough game where, the kids played their heart out. They did exactly what we asked to do. A couple miscues at the end of the game, and that's a story. Unfortunately, against a team like Northeastern, you can't have those miscues or it'll end up in the loss column. So, but they had a good practice Sunday, a better practice Monday, and, we started preparing for West York. So hopefully they're ready to go.
You don't go real deep, but you're going to play a team tonight that probably, I don't know, maybe goes 9-10. Ackerman has a way of doing that. Talk about, having to go up against an Ackerman coach team after the kind of game you played Friday night.
Yeah, West York plays a lot of guys. I mean, typically Bill plays 8-9 guys, even sometimes 10. I think one year he was wholesaling 5 for 5. So he plays a lot of guys. Us, on the other hand, we're playing about 6. We really do, I think, a good job of getting our guys conditioned at the beginning of the season, getting them ready for those style of games. But, his guys are going to be fresh, and I know they're going to press us and come at us with the pressure all game long. I think if our guys can make good decisions and take care of the basketball, we'll be in a position at the end of the game.
All right, give me a couple of keys, Brian. You got to do well, and your kids have to do extremely well to come out here tonight with a W.
I think first thing we need to do is not limit McCauley. I think McCauley's been playing, man amongst boys here at the beginning of the year. He's putting up some big numbers, really keep Bailey in front of us and don't let Bailey dictate the game, because I think Bailey's a heck of a point guard. He's a smart point guard, and he really runs the show, does a great job of running the show. So I think we need to be able to contest and contain him, keep him in front. Definitely get back in transition. They like to push the ball up the floor. And then on the offensive side of the ball, I think we need to pound the ball inside of the big fella. I mean, he's got to get touches in there, and the guy's got to look to him on every possession. I think if we can work inside, outside tonight, we'll be successful.
Good luck to you tonight, Coach.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
We wish you tasty maple donuts. We wish you tasty maple donuts. We wish you lots of maple donuts at this festive time of year.
A baker's dozen for work?
Take maple donuts.
The family holiday bash.
Take maple donuts.
Shopping break?
Yeah, with a maple donut.
And cinnamon maple donut holes on Christmas Eve for St. Nick.
Ho, ho, ho.
Charlie's Little Helpers are filling Maple Donut's workshop with fantastically sweet treats made for the season. Kick off a day of shopping with a cup of Charlie's Always Fresh coffee and your favorite maple donut. And remember, Maple Donut gift certificates are great stocking stuffers.
Maple donuts. We wish you tasty maple donuts. We wish you lots of maple donuts at this time of year.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Me now. is a very good friend of mine and the very successful coach of the West York Bulldogs, Bill Ackerman. Coach, tough one the other night with Eastern, but I was here for a tough one with Dover, so you got two guys coming off tough losses. Talk a little bit about coming in here tonight after Friday.
Well, I would, after what I saw in practice on Saturday and from our guys, I think we're a wounded animal. We certainly feel like we've been back a little bit. We really needed an attitude adjustment, and God love my kids. They're great kids. They're nice kids, but I think Friday might have put a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and thank goodness, because I've been looking for that chip. And I'm glad I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to do it myself.
All right. I want Dover slow down and control. With 6 guys against Northeastern, they wanted to get up and they had no clue what to do in the half court, and that's what. He only goes 6 deep. I mean, and I know the big guy's a beast, but tell me how you attack something.
Well, I think you just have to. It's a mindset. You have to make things happen. We talked about making things happen in the first 2/3 of the court, defensively, and then if they can handle that, then all right. Well, then we'll deal with it the last third. I think we're better in the first 2/3 of the court than they are in the last third. So that's going to be kind of the battle. And if they get us into that last third and it becomes a game of that last third, they'll win the game. They're better at it than we are. But that's what we worked on. We worked on, like I said, just trying to play our style of basketball, and Dover wants to play their style of basketball. So it really is going to be a game of will. Which team can kind of impose their will on the other. It should be fun.
Give me a couple of keys, Bill. You guys got to do well to get out of here with the win tonight.
It's got to start with tempo. Absolutely, on both ends of the floor. I really think we need to create some chaos. On the flip side of that, we really have to somehow control the paint. Neil and Naj really killed us last year when we didn't focus on that. So that's in the back of our heads, just no doubt. So we really worked on protecting the paint and controlling that. And we've got to get some production out of some guys tonight that we haven't been getting enough production out of, both on the offensive and defensive end. So it really is going to be a matter of focus on both ends.
A lot of times it's about, and I was going to end it, but a lot of times it's about the role players, and you just touched on that. I think more than 90% of the time it's about 3, 4, 5, and 6, not about 1 and 2.
Well, and you're right, and we've been harping on that, and I really think our 6 through 10 is as good as anyone in the area, 6 through 10. But we've got some 1 through 5s that have to kind of get off the schneid a little bit. So I never thought I'd have to worry about that, but I guess that's a good problem because I think they'll come around eventually. But I'm very pleased with our 6 through 10. Now we just got to get our 1 through 5 going.
Good luck to you, Coach, and Merry Christmas.
All right, you too, buddy.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
What makes the holiday season special? Not the garland, not the gifts. It's family and friendships that continue, and the new ones that are made.
Flying Feet.
Greg Baum and his staff at Flying Feet ask you to reflect on the true meaning of the season. After all, it's the entire year that makes Christmas special. Greg Baum and his staff would like to thank you for your patronage and extend their warmest wishes to you and your family. If this is your favorite time of year, share your smile and happiness with those less fortunate. Please fill a donation bucket, give to your favorite charity, or bring a gift to a hospital or nursing home. While you are celebrating the coming of the new year, Flying Feet asks you to take a moment to remember those who don't have someone to share the holiday with. Best wishes for a very happy holiday season and a happy and prosperous new year from Greg Baum's Flying Feet off the Mount Rose exit of I-83 in York.
Get ready for winter now and save big on your heating oil or propane costs. Call today to schedule your first fill, and don't forget to ask our energy advisors about the right money-saving plan or budget to fit your lifestyle. Lock in your rate and protect your price all winter. Our price-protected customers save an average of $325 per year. Visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-4SHIPLEY, and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy, energy for life.
the home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And welcome back to Dover. Ron Room and Andy Bria with you on the Penn State York pregame show. And time now for our Cookman-Kunkel look around the league. Some other key games tonight up in Division I. Dallastown at Central. The Wildcats 3-2. The Panthers, they're 5-0.
Be careful of them Dallastown Wildcats. I'm telling you what, they're well coached, but Central's been tough. And again, another team that's well coached. A lot of good coaches in this league. I like the home team in a close one.
All right. Spring Grove at Southwestern. The Rockets only played 2 games so far, 1-1. We saw them lose a close one to Central. Mustangs, they are 0-5 at the moment.
Yeah, well, Southwestern's tough and on their floor, but I like Spring Grove there.
Yeah. Suburban at Susquehannock. The Trojans are 3-3. The Warriors 1-2 at the moment.
I think Suburban is now surging a little bit here. I think got the early jitters out of the way. I like the Trojans.
Eastern 3-2 are the Golden Knights, and 2-1 in the league. They are at Northeastern. The Bobcats still unbeaten at 4-0.
Can they control the tempo of the Northeast Bobcats? I don't think so. Not on their own floor.
All right, and Division III don't have records here. Sorry about that. The York Catholic Fighting Irish, though, I think they are 3-1, and they are on the road at the York Tech Spartans tonight.
I'm going to go with a homer. I like the Fighting Irish.
All right, and the New Oxford Colonials 0-4. They are downtown playing the York High Bearcats at 3-1.
Really?
They are. Well, it's on the schedule anyway. And that is the Cookman-Kunkel look around the league as we get ready for Dover and West York tonight. Glad you're with us here on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com. Take a break and back with our starting lineups courtesy of Broadway Transmission and our keys to the game right after this.
Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. Plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at KIGYork.com. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Broadway Transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's our ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man. I know they help me with financing. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit YorkSleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit YorkSleep.com to learn more.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And we're back at Dover. Ron Room and Andy Bria here, getting ready for Dover and West York. Time now for our starting lineups, courtesy of Broadway Transmission. First, the visitors from West York and Coach Bill Ackerman.
All right, number 30, he's a 6'3" senior forward, Darian McCauley. Number 5 at 5'8" is a senior guard, Josh Bailey. He is a 4-year starter at the point guard position. That could be an interesting contest tonight. Number 14, a 6'2" junior forward, Kenton Meckley. Number 15 at 6 foot 2 inches tall, he's a senior forward, Matt Delorfana. And number 20 at 5 foot 8 inches, a senior guard, Ian Leyland.
All right, and the Bulldogs average 61 points a game, give up 53.7. Macaulay leads them at 18.5 points per contest. And the homestanding Dover Eagles and Coach Brian Schmoyer.
All right, number 32, he's the monster in the middle at 6 foot 7 inches tall. He's a senior forward, Naja Fink. Number 4, 5 foot 11 freshman guard, Keith Davis. That's the other half of that key matchup. Number 12, a 6 foot sophomore guard, Brady Bowman. Number 11 at 6 foot 2 inch senior guard, Brady DeShong. And number 25, a 6 foot 4 inch senior forward, and he's a beast also, Jerry O'Neill.
And the Eagles average 62-2 a game and give up 54.8. Fink leads them in scoring at 16-6, but they have 3 other guys in double figures. Jerry O'Neill 10.6, Brady Bowman 11.4, and Keith Davis 11.8, and DeShong at 6.7. And those are your starting lineups courtesy of Broadway Transmission. And I think we'll get a quick keys to the game here, Andy. I think we heard Bill Ackerman talk about tempo, but I think that point guard matchup's going to be key.
Well, I think that's going to be key, and I think that's going to be key to the tempo, too. I mean, you got a freshman that we watched the other night. I was impressed with him. I mean, he's got some freshman learning to do. He's a young man. You know, there's some things I'd change, but overall, he's got game. Yeah. But Bailey has been there 4 years. Under Ackerman, I would think that you got to lean towards West York in that matchup. I mean, if Davis wins this matchup, my goodness.
Well, and the other thing I think they're going to have to, as Bill Ackerman said, they're going to have to pressure him in the half court, keep him from getting it inside to Fink.
Well, they don't have an answer, a physical matchup for Naja Fink down low. The other thing is, Dover's got to get him the ball where he wants it. And they did not do that regularly the other night against Northeastern, and I think that's one of the reasons they lost the tight one. Yeah. He didn't touch it enough in the fourth quarter, and he's handling the ball 30 feet from the basket.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, the starters are being introduced to the crowd here. We are just moments away from the well-spanned opening tip-off in the Maple Donuts first half. Should be a good one. Dover and West York coming your way next here on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
If you've ever been charged with a crime, you know it can be a frightening and stressful time. You have a right to legal representation, which is crucial to assisting you through this difficult time. Criminal charges often carry consequences beyond fines, and often charges such as a DUI can have an impact on your driver's license, employment, and automobile insurance. The law offices of Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis, and Calkins can help you in these matters. We have experienced attorneys who primarily focus on these areas and are prepared to represent your interests in a diligent and vigorous manner to achieve the best possible result for you and protect your rights under the U.S. Constitution. Our experience, skills, and candid advice will guide you through this process and help you obtain the best result under the particular circumstances of a case. Call us today at 757-7602 for a free consultation, or visit us at our website at gslsc.com. Griffith, Strickler, Lerman, Salamis, and Calkins, 110 South Northern Way, York, Pennsylvania. Attorneys licensed in Pennsylvania and Maryland.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
National anthem here, and we are just about ready for the opening tip here. Dover and West York, glad you are with us. And don't forget Friday, Red Lion and Central from Central's gym, so make sure you tune in for that one as well. Next week, girls contest, West York at Susquehannock, and then a Wednesday special for you before Christmas, Northeastern at York High. That should be it, Andy. All right, we are just about ready to roll. A decent crowd on hand here tonight. It will be loud. That's all right.
Yeah, it will be that. West York is going to look to unleash the fury here early in speed and tempo. They're going to want to get this thing, like he said. He wants to worry about the back third, the middle third, and if they have to play it in the front third, he said, then he favors Dover.
Yeah. No, I'm
talking about Ackerman.
Can't disagree with him on that. I mean, at the half-court set, we saw him do it against Northeastern, and they have probably the best, not best necessarily, but the most dominant player at his position in Naja Fink there tonight. So Fink will jump it for Dover. He'll jump it against Kenton Meckley. Dover will go right to left in the first half, and we are ready for the Wellspan opening tip-off. And it's up and controlled by Meckley, and he gets it back to Matt Delafano, who will bring it into the front court against the Dover man-to-man. McCauley at the arc, drives to the free throw line. Fink on him, goes back out to Josh Bailey, drives around Davis and goes to Lalick. Now in the near corner to Bailey, out to McCauley, launches a three, does not get the roll, and the rebound by Jerry O'Neal. O'Neal in the front court, almost had it stolen by Meckley, gets it over to Bowman for three. It is good. Brady Bowman on the tray off the O'Neal feed, and it's 3-0 Eagles.
I believe they started it like that, Bowman, from the same spot the other night.
I think they might have. And Matt Delafano driving baseline, dribbled it off the left foot out of bounds, and it goes back to the Eagles.
And he likes that spot, that right wing. He lives there. Here comes the press.
Bulldogs in the full court press. Brady DeShong in the backcourt. Needs some help, gives it up to Keith Davis, the point guard, and he gets it into the front court. Now the Bulldogs will set out their man-to-man defense. Here's the Davis and Bailey point guard matchup. They go low to Fink. It's knocked away as the double team came. They get it back. Fink rolls to the hoop on a little running hook shot and puts it in, and it's 5-0 Dover early.
That's what happens when that weak side help comes. You leave the backside open.
Bailey drives down the lane. Can't get it to go, and the rebound by Brady Bowman.
And they're doing it again early. Controlling tempo.
Yep. Davis into the front court. He'll set it up. Picked up by Lalick. Goes in the far corner to O'Neal. O'Neal left-hand dribble. Picks it up. Out to Brady DeShong. Brady Bowman top of the key. Working on Delafano. Left side now to Davis. Looking for Fink down low, but Meckley with the front there, and can't get it to him. Yeah, they have a bad angle of entry there, though. And out front, the pressure is denying it. Davis. Right side to Bowman. He was open. Head fake. Pops from about 15. That's good. Brady Bowman has 5 early on, and Dover leads it 7-0.
Same thing they did the other night.
Bulldogs beat him back, and they get it inside of Lalick, who hits the layup off the nice feed from Delafano, and the Bulldogs are off the
schneid early, and they ran the break well that time.
Yes, they
Comes
did.
A trap.
They get it ahead to Davis in the front court. Dover, Davis pops it from the left side. That won't go. Fink offensive rebound, sticks it back up and in, and it's 9-2 Eagles.
You have no answer for Naja Fink inside if you don't put a body on him.
Bulldogs back now, trailing early 9-2, 5:50 left in the first quarter. McCauley at the arc right side, threw it behind Lalick, who was cutting, and that turnover gives it back to Dover.
One guy's thinking he's going back door, but the passer thought he was going to step out.
9-2 Eagles, 5:45 left in the first quarter here. And Davis brings it up against Ian Lalick. Into the front court, left-hand dribble to the left side. In the corner, Bowman open for three. Bank it.
Wow, this kid's unconscious. That was from the left baseline that time. In rhythm, off the pass.
He has 8 early on, and it's 12-2 Dover. 5:20 left in the first quarter. Bowman 12 threes on the year now. In the far corner, Kenton Meckley looking it over, goes back outside to Matt Delafano. Dribbling now, drives to the paint and pulls it back. Gives it to Lalick, feeds it, fed it to Meckley, but through his hands. And right to Andy Bria, ever alert, grabs it and passes it back into our official here, Bill Gattuso, who will inbound it.
Dover's doing the same thing they did the other night. They're controlling the tempo early. They're making a pedestrian game, and that's their style.
Davis in the front court, a blocking foul's called on McCauley as he was trying to help out there. Eric Romero, our third official tonight, on the call. Also John Eister, he's the crew chief. McCauley's first and the team's first.
That's where you want to trap him on the sideline, but you can't just stand there and give him that and give him room to move down that line.
Davis into the front court, hands it off to Brady DeShong to the top of the key. They feed it low to Fink. Fink back it in, and he puts it up and over against the double team. Hits it as Isaiah Linton, a 6'4 senior, is checked in, and he went over both Linton and McCauley that time.
Well, he wanted to drop step with the right hand, and he could.
McCauley drives down the right side too hard, though, and the rebound to O'Neal. Bulldogs do not have a rebound in this basketball game yet. O'Neal pops the three, top of the key. It is good. Dover is on fire, and it is 17-2 timeout.
Bill Ackerman.
Yes, indeed. 17-2 Eagles. 4:27 left in the first quarter. We'll take a break. Timeouts courtesy of Fink's Garage on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Fink's Garage, we're a little bit different. Our philosophy is just a little old-fashioned. See, we believe that our jobs are dependent upon taking care of people and their car problems. It's not all about cars and numbers. How may we serve you? Please allow us the opportunity to repair your vehicle. Fink's Garage, a Napa Auto Care Center. 717-854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
Hi, I'm West York boys basketball coach Bill Ackerman. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Out of the timeout, Bulldogs have it in the front court. Anthony Hawkins is checked in, as has Nick Sarver and Jadaicus Fields, and count the basket and a foul, I believe, as Fields took it to the bucket. He was hacked by O'Neal. They count the basket.
Fields is wearing, is that a number 0? Okay.
Yeah,
like
and that was the fouls on Keith Davis, so Davis picks up his first. So Jadaicus Fields, a 6-foot junior with the bucket, gets a chance for a free throw, his first of the season. That's good. So the three-point play from Fields makes it 17-5, 4:16 left in the first quarter.
Who's on the bench? Who did he sub for?
And traveling on Fink as
Bailey.
A double teamed, and Bailey's out, almost basically a whole second team in, as Terry Caines is in now.
Okay.
Isaiah Linton, Anthony Hawkins, Nick Sarver, and Jadaicus Fields.
Okay.
So Bill going to his second unit right now. Didn't like the first guys because they were down 17-2.
Absolutely.
Out top now we have Fields, and over to Hawkins. Hawkins to Terry Caines between the circles with O'Neal on him. Left side they go to Sarver. Sarver dribbles it to the right side, gives it up to Fields. Ackerman calling the play out. Back to Hawkins. And Linton at the high post here, but they are going around that. Caines beyond the arc here on the right side, and to Hawkins. Back out to Sarver. Nobody wants to shoot here.
Very patient. Right now they don't have a good look.
Try to feed it inside to Sarver. It was hit by O'Neal out of bounds. We'll stay with the Bulldogs. They trail 17-5, 3:33 left in the first.
You draw Najee away from the basket. Somebody's got to give the ball to one of the guards down low. That's where you're going to have to score, and there it is.
And they feed Sarver. Oh, missed a layup down the right side. O'Neal with the rebound.
Wow.
And ball knocked away. It's going to be West York ball, though. Dover lost it as they tried to push it up court.
Oh, you got the big guy. And Ryan Schwarter told me, sometimes he thinks he's a guard out there.
Well, isn't that the way? Big guys always want to be guards, and guards always want to be big guys?
I guess. I've always personally wanted to be a big guy.
Yeah, me too. Top of the key is Fields. Has a three-point play, a bucket, and a free throw. And Hawkins on the right side out to Sarver and over to Terry Caines.
See, one of the problems is you got to let the guy that thinks guard touch the ball.
Yeah.
Give it to him. Let him touch it. They're playing a 4-round 1 right now.
Isaiah Linton at the high post, but they haven't fed it into him yet.
Right. Give it to him.
Caines
he's not even touching.
There's a three out front that is short. Another rebound for O'Neal. It is his 4th of the first quarter. It's off to DeShong and back to Keith Davis. We'll bring it up for the Eagles.
So he burned off almost a minute offensively and get nothing for it.
They switched on the screen there and almost got the steal.
A lot of hands.
But DeShong gets it back, drives down the right side of the lane, tried to feed it into Fink, was batted away by Hawkins, but Fink got it back, and he takes it up and is fouled, I believe, by Anthony Hawkins. And that is the call, and that is the first on Hawkins, the 5'10 junior, and Fink to the line. First time tonight, he is 71% on the season.
That's just got a nice stroke for a big man.
6'7 senior, he got the roll on the first one, so it is 18-5 Dover with 2:28 left in the first quarter, and Darian McCauley checks back in now for Isaiah Linton.
West York is going to have to try to figure out how to get the ball inside. Even though Najee's patrolling the paint, they're going to have to find a way to get it inside, or they're going to be shooting nothing but threes all night.
Fink hits the second, so he drains them both. It's 19-5. 2:20 left in the first quarter. It's been all Dover so far.
All right, now they're going to run a type of a 2-3 high offense. Everything above trying to get everything above the foul line extended.
McCauley at the free throw line working on Fink. Nothing there. Goes back outside to Sarver and right side to Hawkins. McCauley, top of the key three, a little short off the rim, no. Rebound Brady Bowman. Bulldogs still do not have a rebound in this basketball
That's unbelievable, and we've played 6 minutes in the first quarter.
Dover has 7 on the other hand. Out front, Davis crossover dribble in the paint. Gets it into Bowman in the corner, open for three. Oh, that one rimmed out, but he followed his shot, got his own rebound. And so they will get another crack at it, out to Deschamps. O'Neal, top of the key, guarded by Canes. Gives it up to Davis. Davis now on a switch. Canes bothering him. Down the right side he goes. Takes it hard to the hoop. The shot is blocked, and they call traveling.
Wow.
They did the jump stop that time on the rejection by Terry Canes, and it will be West York basketball. May have been an occasion where he could have passed it.
Ryan Schmoyer. Here we go again.
Working the refs. On Bill Gattuso's case that time.
Actually working him over.
Yeah. Anthony Hawkins brings it into the front court. 85 seconds left in the first quarter. It's a 14-point Dover lead. Out near the center circle is Terry Canes. He gives it up to Hawkins and to Sarver. High post McCauley turns and faces on Fink, and they're calling an offensive foul away from the ball. Terry Canes on the moving screen, so that's his first and the team's third.
Canes on that foul?
Yep.
Wow.
In case you haven't noticed, we're near the Dover student section. And Keith Davis gets it in quickly against the pressure in the front court. Feeds it to O'Neal on the right side. Takes his hoop, lost it. And a good steal and save that time by Anthony Hawkins.
You had a breaking.
Sarver gets it to Fields in the corner. He dribbles in the paint, nowhere to go, and he gets it back to Canes. A left-handed three, rattled out, and a rebound tipped out by O'Neal, but grabbed by McCauley. First rebound of the game for West York. McCauley drives, blocked inside by Fink, but popped out of bounds by Nodge as it came down to Jadakiss Fields, and it will stay with West York.
You get no more points. You got one more point out of the second 5 of the Bulldogs, but you got more energy.
Yep. And Fields inbounds it to the cutter down the lane. McCauley count the basket and a foul on Naja Fink.
McCauley's coming to do some damage now.
It's his first bucket, and nice bounce pass by Jadakiss Fields as McCauley cut down the left side of the lane. He banked it home and will now attempt a free throw. He's a 67% free throw shooter, the 6'3" senior.
It took them 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go to the basket.
Yep. McCauley hits the free throw, completes the three-point play. It's 1980, and Lalick in now for Anthony Hawkins for West York. 44 seconds left in the quarter. Big one for Dover. They lead at 19-9. The pressure is here from West York. Hasn't worked much so far. Bowman gets it ahead to Davis, and they'll get into the front court. And Davis dribbles to the left side. Picked up by Canes. Crossover dribble, and they're going to have a hand check on Terry Canes, and that's 2 on him.
Well, you can't reach out, and that's the thing. You got to watch your position against a guy like Davis. Real quick with the basketball, can change directions, can go with either hand, and that's what happens. You overplay one side, he's going to come back. You can't reach out.
Right.
You're beat, you're beat.
And get it into Davis in the backcourt now. 30 seconds left in the period. Dover up by 11. Crossover dribble and gives it up to Ian Mummert, who's checked in. He's about the only guy who usually plays off the Dover bench in a competitive contest. And Brady.
You gotta get the ball to the big guy.
Bowman, now Matt Delafano has checked in for West York. Bowman working on him. Clock at 13. Dover looking for the final shot. The double team comes. Bowman steps through, and they're going to call a foul. And it's going to be, I think, on either Lalick or Sarver. Bill Ackerman not happy with the call. He's talking to Bill Gattuso. And well, it's on Delafano. It wasn't on either of the guys I thought it was on. So on Delafano picks up his first. That's 5 on West York. Actually, I have 6, but they have 5 on the board. Davis poked away from behind by Lalick. 4 seconds left in the period. Lalick into the front court. Stops. It's knocked away by Mummert. And that will be the end of the quarter. We have played one. It's Dover 19 and West York 8. Second quarter comes your way after this timeout, courtesy of Fink's Garage on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Need an assist? Get great savings and great weekly specials at your favorite neighborhood stores. Use your gold card and stop in now at Nell's Fresh Food Markets in Spry, East Berlin, and Carlisle. Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, and Whiteford. And Wetzel's Market in Glen Rock. your full court headquarters, and always the freshest meats and produce.
Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
We've played one. It's Dover 19 and West York 8, Andy.
Well, you know what? The thing I've come to see about Dover is they come to play every night. I mean, 2 nights in a row now, they've come to play. They're running the ball. They know what they want to do. The other thing is they shot the lights out in the first 4 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, you know, boom, 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 you're up 10, 8, 9, nothing before the other team even gets off the schneid. So they're shooting the ball well. Bill Ackerman's got to find some way to get the ball going to the basket.
Dover ball to start the second quarter. Evans dribbles into the front court, picked up by Lalick. Goes to the right elbow and gives it up to Bowman, top of the key, left side Mummert. He drives baseline, feeds it to Fink inside, and the layup is good. Najah Fink on a nice feed from Ian Mummert.
And that time they found a way to get Najah the ball where he wanted it, and he can't be defended in there.
21-8. Opening minute of the second quarter. Bulldogs attack the basket to the right here. Driving down the left side is Matt Delorfano, and they call a travel on him. John Eister with a call under the bucket there. Took that extra jump step.
See, I think what you got to do, if you're a guard like that, you're going to go up against Najah. You can't try. He tried to grab and hug the ball all the way to the basket. That's what created the walk. Just go up with the opposite hand, the hand away from Najah. Make him reach over. Get him in foul trouble.
He has one early on.
Right.
Fink into the front court between the legs, but gives it up to Bowman. Left elbow poked away by Lalick, but Brady Bowman gets it back. And it goes to Jerry O'Neal now. The 6'4 senior has 3 tonight. Averages 10-6 on the year. And there's a steal by Matt Delorfano.
But it's going to be ugly.
And there's a hard foul by O'Neal. And that's the first on O'Neal. So Delorfano will shoot 2 off the steal. Matt on the season, 54% at the line. The 6'2 senior will get 2 here. That was a hard foul, but making sure he didn't get the bucket. So Delorfano to shoot 2, and Matt going to have to come out here as he is limping. So the shots are going to be taken by Hawkins.
He went after him pretty hard.
Yep. So Hawkins to the line. He's just 1 of 2 on the season. The 5'10 junior checks in. And the first one is no good. It's short. It's 21-8 now. West York trailing Dover.
It's only the 3rd team foul on a team that plays this physical.
7:10 left in the second quarter. Second shot by Anthony Hawkins, and that's off the back of the iron, and rebound by Brady Deschamps. So they don't get any points out of that, and Davis brings it into the front court, picked up by Lalick. Davis around an O'Neal screen. Gives it to O'Neal now at the left elbow in the corner to Deschamps. Deschamps with Fields on him. The double team comes from Lalick. Get it to O'Neal baseline. He drives baseline a little bit short on the shot, and the ball out of bounds off of Fink, and it will be West York ball.
Somebody got a hand on the ball. That's what happened. No press out of Dover. They're just going to play that tough man-to-man. 6 guys.
Yep. And Hawkins out front with it. Gives it up at the top of the key to McCauley. And they go left side now to Hawkins. Hawkins gives it up to Fields, and a jumper by McCauley is no good. Another rebound by Deschamps, his second. And here comes Dover. Bowman pushes it into the front court to the baseline. He's doubled down there, kicks it way back out to O'Neal in the corner. Here's Davis for 3. It is good.
He was posing the whole time with that one.
Yes, he was. And in the front court, driving to the bucket is Ian Lalick.
2 on Davis, I think.
Blocking foul is called. And we'll get the call here. No, it's on Brady Bowman. So Bowman's first, and no shots. It was not a shooting foul. So the Bulldog ball under their bucket with 6:10 left in the second quarter. And
Bill Ackerman's got to find a way to figure out where he's going to get some points out of this offense.
Dover's up big, 24-8. Left side to Sarber's check in the far corner to Hawkins. And they try to feed it inside. No, it's batted away by O'Neal. Tried to feed it inside to Hawkins, but O'Neal with the steal for Dover. And here comes Dover. O'Neal baseline. That's batted away. And
now he had to step out of bounds, I believe.
Yeah, it was hit by McCauley, and then it hit O'Neal when he was out of bounds. And so we'll turn over to West York.
I don't know, but if you're gonna play this 4-round-1, I'd send somebody. I'd pull the big guy away and then post up whoever's on Anthony Davis right now.
Bulldogs into the front court. Anthony Hawkins in the near corner. Josh Bailey, who's checked back in, has it now working on Davis. And bad pass to Lalick.
The pass was there earlier. The pass before that. They waited one pass too long. West York looks completely out of sorts right now.
So on the turnover, Dover gets it, and they'll face the full court press. Hasn't really bothered him tonight. They get it into Fink. Fink gets it ahead to Bowman, and he pushes it. They have numbers, and it's batted away from behind by Nick Sarver. Out of bounds. We'll stay with Dover. And we have a halftime score here on our York Traditions Bank scoreboard update. Ben Faree reporting that Northeastern leading Eastern 38-29 at the half.
Wow, that's
Knights hanging in.
Yeah.
Davis dribbling out front with Lalick on him. Crossover dribble into the paint. He goes, takes it all the way to the hoop and hits the layup. Pretty move by the freshman point guard Keith Davis. He has 5.
I told you, mate, this might be the last night we can say that.
Freshman, yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
I'm telling you, he's playing like a senior.
McCauley drives down the left side and shoots it up over Fink and banks it home. Darien has 5, and it's 26-10.
Somebody finally got to the rim for West York.
5 minutes left in the first half. Dover by 16. They've led all the way, and O'Neal spins in the lane. A lot of contact, no call. Shot is short. Rebound by Nick Sarver. Gets it ahead, and the drive by Bailey. He left it just a little short, and rebound by Brady Bowman. It's his 4th. Layup wouldn't go for Bailey, and he stepped on the line that time. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Excellent call by the official, Eric Romero. Down the court, he saw the left foot of Bowman hit the sideline and turns it over to West York. Bulldog basketball now. Out front is Bailey with it. The senior point guard, as Andy told you, a 4-year point guard starter here for Bill Ackerman. And around a screen by McCauley. Jumper blocked. Oh, was blocked by DeShong on the jumper by Hawkins, but Eric Romero says he got him on the arm, and that's the first on DeShong. 2 shots coming for Hawkins. From here, it looked like a good block, but he may well have hit that elbow.
The thing you got to do as a coach is you can't complain on every call.
Right.
You got to pick and choose your spots if you really want to work them hard.
Bill Ackerman wants 3 free throws. I don't think he was outside the arc there, and I don't think he's going to get it. So Hawkins to the line for 2. He's just 1 of 2 on the season, and he's 0 of 2 tonight. Hits this one, so he's 1 of 3. 26-11 now. Dover's lead is 15. They led by 11 after the first quarter. Second free throw by Hawkins is missed. Rebound by Brady DeShong. It's his 3rd. Bowman has it in the backcourt and try to throw it over to Davis. Ball batted away and stolen by Lalick. Lalick drives, takes it to the hoop, missed the layup. Tipped by Hawkins is no good, and Hawkins is over the back for the foul on the second rebound attempt.
That's his 2nd.
Yep. So Lalick's 2nd steal of the game, but unable to convert it into points. 16 fouls on West York, 5 on Dover. I have an extra foul on somebody on West York because I have 7, but anyway. In the backcourt, the press is on, and DeShong into the front court. Bothered by Bailey, double team comes, he gets it over to Davis. Down to the right elbow, picks it up, and trying to feed it inside. It's not there. They go to Bowman. Bowman back to Jerry O'Neal now on the Eagle at center court. Picked up by Kenton Meckley, who's checked back in. Feeds a nice drive. Oh, blocked inside by Meckley. Blocked Fink's shot on the baseline, but it went out of bounds. Good hustle by Meckley that time on a good feed to Fink down low.
That'll be the last time tonight that Najee gets complacent, okay?
All right. So we'll be Dover ball under their hoop, leading 26-11, 3:52 left before halftime. At halftime, we will have the Flying Feet halftime show. Mop up some moisture on the court here. Brady DeShong will inbound it under the Dover hoop. They're still trying to get some of that moisture off under the hoop there. And DeShong calls out play number 3. Gets it into O'Neal in the far corner. Out front to Davis. Left side now to DeShong. Looking for Fink on the box, but McCauley fronts him, and Meckley's coming to help.
They're like a half a second too late when they want to get the ball to the big guy.
In the corner, O'Neal. Now he goes to Fink, batted away by McCauley. Almost went in the basket. Fink picks up the loose ball and lays it in. Right place, right time.
He's always in the right place, right under the basket.
28-11, Dover's lead is 17. Meckley in the near corner to McCauley at the right elbow. Top of the key now to Lalick. Lalick to Meckley, And Bailey tries to drive, cut off by Davis. Now drives, feeds it to McCauley. He drives on Fink, jumps into him, blocked. Good block, they say, by Fink, out of bounds, and it will stay with Dover.
You got to give McCauley a lot of credit, man, at time. Put the ball up, gave him a good shot fake.
Yep.
Najee stood his ground.
So it will be West York ball under their hoop, trailing big, trailing by 17 as they have throughout. And they get it into Lalick, top of the key. Bailey, open look at three. Nope, off the back of the iron, batted out of bounds by Sarver, so we'll go with Dover. Good look that time. They just aren't falling for West York tonight.
No, they're not. As well as Dover's shooting, that's a poorly West York is.
Yep. And Job Sayers is checked in for Dover now. And Davis spins into the front court. 3 minutes left in the half. Dover up 17. DeShong to Jerry O'Neal. Now back to DeShong. They feed it to Fink on the baseline, but he lost it out of bounds. He just didn't catch it that time. Not sure if McCauley got a hand on it or not, but the turnover gives it to West York. And Matt Delafano checks in for Nick Sarver.
And this West York trap has not bothered Dover in the least. I don't think they have they might have one turnover.
Nor did Northeastern's the other night, for that matter.
Davis can handle the ball. DeShong, Bowman, they all can handle a ball in the backcourt.
McCauley drives on Fink, takes it to the hoop, up off glass and good. Darian's done it 3 times, and he scored 3 times, and it's 28-13.
I think you got to go more like that. Don't be afraid of it.
Davis pushes to the front court, back to O'Neal, left side wide open. This is Sayers off the left side, no, and Kenton Meckley will track it down in the corner. Pushes it ahead to Bailey. Bailey crosses over in the lane, takes it to the hoop, banks it home. Josh Bailey with the drive, his first bucket, and it's 28-15.
Yeah, but it's a 4-year starter. He's got to be doing more than this if they're going to get out of this hole.
Yep. Davis in the backcourt, doubled by Lalick and Bailey. Oh, they call the reach-in foul on Ian Lalick, who does not like the call by Eric Romero. And on Ian, that is his first 7th team foul. So that will put Keith Davis to the line for a 1-on-1. He is 76% on the season. And Eliza Kravitz reports from Glen Rock, 27-23, Suburban leading Susquehannock at the half, so the Warriors hanging in there.
Really?
Davis, the freshman, on the line. He has 5 tonight, plus an assist. Looking to lengthen his team's 13-point lead with 2:05 left, and he does. Hits the front end, will get the bonus.
He does a lot of things well for a young man.
Second free throw to come now, and that one is good as well. Nothing but net. Timeout taken by the Dover Eagles, I believe, and we'll take it with them. It's Dover 30, West York 15. 2:05 left in the first half on the high school basketball game of the week on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Today it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Brian Schmoyer. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
And the Eagles are up 30-15. Ron Ruman and Andy Bria with you. 2 minutes left in the first half. West York basketball.
Here we go.
Anthony Hawkins in the game. No, it's Bailey. Bailey feeds it to McCauley. Low post blocked by Fink. McCauley wanted the foul. No call. And the Fink's second block. That was a good move to the bucket, but good defense by Fink. And they get it to Fink. Low post knocked away by McCauley. And McCauley gets it. In the front court he comes. He takes it against O'Neal to the hoop and hits the layup. McCauley going coast to coast. And it's a 13-point game. And they Dover quickly back Bowman on the baseline.
Dover looked like West York there with the big outlet.
Yeah. And O'Neal out front. There's another steal poked away by Lalick. Bailey takes it to the hoop and hits it. And West York, with their vaunted pressure, gets a couple of turnovers.
This is as close as they've been since about the 3-minute mark.
Yes, it is. 30-19. And Ian Lalick with 3 steals now in the first half. Mummer to O'Neal. O'Neal drives in the paint, feeds to Fink inside, blocked from behind by McCauley. Picked up by Mummer. He tries to feed it inside to Fink, and O'Neal picks up the loose ball and hits the layup.
It's only the second bucket for O'Neal tonight.
32-19 now, and Meckley drives on O'Neal. Little running hook gets short, and it's picked up by Brady Bowman, his 5th rebound.
You got to keep playing at this pace, though. If you're West York, you've got to push all the time.
Davis into the front court and picked up by Lalick. Lalick to Bowman, who drives on Bailey, and the charge taken. Yes, Kenton Meckley stands in to take that charge. Good defense by Meckley that time, and it's going to be Brady Bowman who will pick up the foul, and that is his 2nd. All right, Tony Nalo tells us at halftime it is Central 25 and Dallastown 20, so a lot of good games around the league tonight. We'll keep you posted.
Dallastown can always give you that tough ride.
Yep.
Always.
30 seconds left in the first half here, and West York will try and get the final shot. They're down 13. They've been down by as many as 17 or 18. Yep. And McCauley has it at center court now, trying to draw
exactly
Fink
what
out.
He's going to do.
Down to 18 seconds remaining. And McCauley watching the clock. Nobody on him, so no 5-second count. Clock now at 10. They start to play. McCauley on the dribble. To the right side, feeds it low post to Meckley. Meckley working on O'Neal on the baseline, over to Bailey for 3 in the corner. Yes! Whoa. At the buzzer. Boy, you can't draw it up any better than that. And that sends the Bulldogs to the locker room with a little bit of momentum. It's Dover 32, West York 22. The Flying Feet halftime show comes your way next here on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
What makes the holiday season special? Not the garland, not the gifts. It's family and friendships that continue, and the new ones that are made.
Flying Feet.
Greg Baum and his staff at Flying Feet ask you to reflect on the true meaning of the season. After all, it's the entire year that makes Christmas special. Greg Baum and his staff at Flying Feet would like to thank you for your patronage and extend their warmest wishes to you and your family. If this is your favorite time of year, share your smile and happiness with those less fortunate. Please fill a donation bucket, give to your favorite charity, or bring a gift to a hospital or nursing home. While you are celebrating the coming of the new year, take a moment to remember those someone to share the holiday with. Best wishes for a very happy holiday season and a happy and prosperous new year from Greg Baum's Flying Feet off the Mount Rose exit of I-83 in York.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And we're back at Dover. Ron Room and Andy Bria with you on the Flying Feet halftime show. It's Dover 32, West York 22. The Eagles led 19-8 after one. The Bulldogs won that second quarter 14-13, Andy. So what did they do there in those final, really about three and a half minutes to start crawling back into this?
Well, I'll tell you what. Number one, is shot better. But McCauley twice going to the hole. 2 times he got into the paint and got a layup. And that's what they didn't do in the first 12 minutes of the game. That 4-round one, remember I kept saying the ball's got to touch the post player. Whether Najee Fink at 6'7" is on him or not, you've got to make the ball go through the lane or nobody moves. So they got a couple of buckets going to the basket. Big 3 at the end, that gives them some momentum. And I think, they can't trap him. Maybe they'll change his press a little bit, but I'm not sure. It's tough. West York's just got to shoot the ball better, but I think they got to attack the rim. Fink or no Fink.
All right. It is halftime. It's Dover by 10, 32-22. We are going to take a break, and we'll come back, have our halftime stats for you after this. You're listening to high school basketball on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK and GameTimePA.com.
Penn State York. Great faculty, small classes, personal attention. Even if you're not sure what you want to do, Penn State York can help you choose the class, the course, the program, the certificate, seminar, or degree you want. Penn State York offers 9 4-year bachelor degrees you can complete without leaving the area. There are also 7 associate degrees. You can also begin the first 2 years of more than 160 Penn State majors right here in York. No matter what class you take, the national reputation of Penn State will follow you throughout your career. Call Penn State York for a brochure. 771-4040. That's 771-4040.
Hello, this is Kevin Bancoach, president of Ballyhoo Sports Academy at Heritage Hills Athletic Club. Ballyhoo is unlike any other program in the York area. We provide a total program to improve young athletes mentally as well as physically. At Ballyhoo, you'll train with the top coaches in the region and grow in your love for the sport. Our athletes compete at the highest levels in a variety of sports, from volleyball and basketball to lacrosse and softball. We are located in the 60,000 square foot Heritage Hills Athletic Club. This past year, 30 Ballyhoo athletes went on to play at the college level. You'll not only receive great coaching, but personal training and sports performance training as well. And as a Ballyhoo athlete, you are immediately enrolled in the Heritage Hills Passport to Perks program, offering discounts throughout the Heritage Hills Resort. Call 757-4833 or visit us online at ballyhoosportsacademy.com or everyonecanplayhh.com.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
And welcome back to Dover. Ron Room and Andy Bria with you on the Flying Feet halftime show, with Dover leading 32-22. That's the closest the Bulldogs have been in a while. Let's get our halftime stats first for the visiting Bulldogs.
All right, Darian McCauley. He had 9 points, 4 field goals, 1-1 from the foul line. Josh Bailey. And that's part of the reason they got closer and he got to within 10. All of a sudden in the second quarter, he had 3 field goals. One of those, a late 3 right at the end. He has 7. Anthony Hawkins off the bench, only 1 of 4 from the foul line. He has 1. Ian Lalick with a field goal. He has 2. And Jadakis Fields, 1 field goal, 1 for 1 from the line. He has 3. They scored 8 in the first quarter, 14 in the second quarter.
All right, I have the Bulldogs with just 3 rebounds in the first half. Now, I'm sure my stats may not be exactly right, but they don't have very many.
You might, I don't know, you might have 1 too many.
Well,
I'm not sure they,
Yeah, I do have them for 6 steals. So they've been getting some turnovers.
And a lot of those were late.
Yeah, they were. All right, Dover.
All right, Nadja Fink, 5 field goals, 2 of 2 from the line, 12 points. Davis, all in the second quarter. He has 2 field goals, 1 of those are 3, 2 for 2 from the line. He has 7. Brady Bowman, right out of the gate, he went 8-0 against West York with 2 threes and a deuce. And Jerry O'Neal, a 3 in the first quarter, a deuce in the second quarter for 5. He had 19 in the first quarter, 13 in the second quarter. They've got 32.
And Bowman leads them with 7 rebounds tonight. Nadja Fink just 1 rebound in this game so far. It does have 2 blocked shots, and those are the key standout stats for the Dover Eagles, who lead it by 10 here at the half, 32-22. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and get our York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard show and the coach's pep talk after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK and GameTimePA.com.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
Honey, did you call Window World yet?
Nope.
Well, it's starting to snow.
It's not too late. Don't wait another day. Call Window World and have your windows installed before winter. Plus, for a limited time, when you buy 2 6000 series windows, you get 1 free. Window World, simply the best for less. Call today, 866-779-0041.
Or online at windowworldpa.com. PA contractor number 2358.
My name is Lou Laviton. I own a company called Sparkle Wash. We're a professional mobile pressure washing company, and I've been a customer of York Traditions for 5 years. We have fuel cards, we have a credit card, checking, we have small business loans, and the credit card deposit account, and it's real easy to keep everything together on the online system. Small business owners have to be realistic. There are bumps in the road, cash flow, purchasing of equipment, and what's been really interesting with York Traditions is you call them in good times, that's always great, you do your reviews, but what's best is when you call them when things are rough and you need help, because these guys also serve as good advisors for small business, and you're not judged, it's simply working together for a good solution, side by side. When things are tough is where a bank will shine. It really is about building the relationship, and this is what York Traditions does. Small business has to appreciate that.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your teams all the time.
York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And back at Dover, Ron Ruben, Andy Bria with you here in the Flying Feet Halftime Show. Take a quick look at our York Traditions Bank Halftime Scoreboard Show. Tony Nalo reporting from Central that the Panthers lead Dallastown 25-20 at the half. Cade Burdett is on the scene down in Southwestern. Spring Grove leading the Mustangs 22-19. All close games at halftime. Eliza Kravitz is in Glen Rock, where Suburban leads Susquehannock 27-23. And Ben Faree is up in Manchester, where Northeastern leads Eastern 38-29. Excuse me. Also see that it is Hanover leading DeLone in the fourth quarter, 27-23 on the boys' side. A couple of girls' scores. West York leading Dover at half, 29-20, a little closer than you might expect. Eastern and Northeastern tied at 24, and a surprise on the road. Susquehannock trailing Suburban 19-9. That is at the half, and that is our York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard show. Time now to get our coach's pep talk. All right, let's get into Brian Schmoyer and the Dover Eagles first, Andy.
All right, you just got to continue to do what you're doing. They're controlling the tempo of the game. That's the first thing. And this is two teams in a row now that like to get out and run. And Dover, with their defensive pressure and Fink on the boards, has been able to control that tempo. The other thing is you got to shoot consistently from the field, which they were real hot early on, then cooled off a little bit. You go to the other side of the coin. I think West York has to attack the basket. Naja Fink or no Naja Fink, they got to get the ball inside. Get a mismatch. Pull Naja away, get it to one of their guards, let him go to work inside.
All right, those are coach's pep talk as West York starts the second half with the ball, attacking the basket to our left in the road uniforms, blue with the white numbers and trim. Bailey drives, pulls up from 10 in traffic. Tough shot, and he doesn't get it to go, and Fink has the rebound. And back comes Dover in the white uniforms and the red numbers, the home uniforms tonight here. And left side of Bowman, who had 2 threes early. Brady dribbling against Kenton Meckley and gives it back out front to Davis. Davis drives on Lalick down the right side, poked away, but they're going to get Delafano with the hand check out front as Bill Gattuso has that call. And, they called Lalick on.
Yeah, they got Lalick for 2 now.
Yeah, okay, that's his second. And so it will be inbounded under the basket by Brady Bowman. Goes deep to Brady Deschamps. Davis, now Bowman in the corner. That's his spot for 3. Yep, that's 3 tonight.
That's where he lives. You cannot let him shoot from there.
They got us around a screen, and McCauley drives on Fink, but the double team comes from O'Neal. McCauley puts it up, air ball, saved by Meckley. Good hustle by Kenton Meckley. Gets it back inside and hits the layup. Nice feed by Ian Lalick. Meckley's hustle is paying off on that one.
And that's as early as much earlier than he scored in the first half.
35-24, a minute into the second half, Dover by 11. Bowman near corner now to O'Neal. Cherry dribbles it out, gives it to Keith Davis, and they feed it inside to Fink. Oh, yeah, great position. A little finger roll inside, and he hits the bucket.
Too easy, but that's what you got to do. Draw his man high, and then just flip it over the top.
West York back trailing by 13 now. McCauley top of the key. Left side, Delafano drives baseline. Nothing there. Gives it back to Lalick. He backs in and blocked inside by Bowman. Lalick gets it back and goes out to Delafano. Matt drives, kicks it out for an open 3 by McCauley. That won't go. Short rebound by Ian Lalick, though. And the 5'8 senior will reset.
That's a rebound, isn't it, for West York?
It is,
wow.
Yes. Yeah, I know. It's news. That's 5 in the game.
It is news.
Bailey pulls up from 16 on the right side. That won't go. They are cold. Poked away, though, by McCauley as the rebound was pulled in by Deschamps, and then he lost it. They feed it inside to Meckley. That's poked away, but Delafano saves it. He's fouled out front.
Yeah, I believe you're going to get Naja Fink.
Yep. 2 on the big guy.
And now you got to go right at him. No matter what, you got to go right at him.
And Delafano will inbound it on the baseline for West York. Gets it into Bailey, left elbow. Josh drives to the free throw line. He's cut off by Davis. Goes right side to Lalick. And in the corner to Delafano. Up top to McCauley. Working on Fink. Takes it right at him. Puts it up from 8 feet and hits it.
And that's a good move by the big kid from McCauley from West York. Go right at him, and he did.
Yep. 37-26. West York hasn't been able to get it under 11.
Oh,
there's a double team at the sideline.
Oh, that's a bad call. Sorry.
Yep, that's all right.
It was right in front of us.
Double team came from West York. They got Evan Davis in the trap, and it was batted away, and they say it went off of West York, and now Nick Sarver checks in for Ian Lalick.
If Keith Davis learns anything, he'll learn to keep it off the sideline against this West York bunch.
Davis dribbling out front against Sarver now. Left-handed dribble beyond the top of the key and right side to Deschong, about 25 feet out in the near corner to O'Neal. Try to feed it in the post, batted away by McCauley, but O'Neal saves it. So looking for Fink, but good defense by West York. Now O'Neal has a lane, kicks it in the corner to Brady Deschong. His three, that's a little strong. Rebound by Meckley.
And that time Fink could not go up and go for the rebound. He would have went over the back, so he's got to watch himself.
Bailey left side now to Delafano. Matt drives the free throw line, pulls up from 15, rattled out halfway down. Meckley got a hand on it, couldn't get it back up off the board though, and the rebound by Brady Bowman.
And here comes Davis, just control the tempo.
Right side O'Neal drives on Meckley, cut off, spins into the lane, tried to feed it to Fink, but too many blue shirts there, and Bailey comes up with it. Bailey down the lane, his finger roll is short. Sarver had it, lost it, but saves it in bounds for West York. And the shot is put up by Delafano on the left side. That won't go, and O'Neal has the rebound.
See, I think they ought to set, though. When they're in the half court like that, try to get set. Neither one of those were good shots.
On the left side now, Dover has it. This is Bowman. Can't get it to Fink. He's fronted by McCauley. Bowman in the corner, and McCauley pushes Fink off the box. They get it out to Davis. Now to O'Neal in the near corner.
Here he comes. Nope.
Oh, and that's going to be the offensive foul on Fink. He pushed McCauley down, trying to clear the space, and that's 3 on Naja Fink. McCauley might have helped him a little bit there, but that was definitely a shove with the left arm from where I sit.
Whether he pulled him down or not, you can't get in that position.
So that's 3 on Fink, and we'll see if Schmoyer goes to the bench. So far, he hasn't made the move. 4:23 left in the third. His team's up by 11, but Naja, now the senior, he's got to be smart, realizing his situation.
And everybody on West York's ball club now has got to use their head. They're a different basketball team with Naja Fink on the floor.
In the far corner.
Right away, they're going, is that a zone?
To Meckley, and McCauley drives around. Fink left it a little short, though, and Fink with the rebound. McCauley hits the deck, and he is in some pain.
Yeah.
They're going to stop the game.
Yeah, he threw the elbow.
There was no call.
Right.
And Darian McCauley is down under the far basket in some pain, and nobody's going out to help him right now. So finally, the assistant athletic director from Dover goes out there. I think West York has a trainer here, but I'm not sure. Maybe they don't. Isaiah Linton will check in. So Fink got the rebound, but McCauley hit the deck shortly thereafter, and he is still down.
Yeah, well,
may have gotten hit where it really hurts.
This announcer saw it.
Yep.
I was looking right at it. I'm sorry.
Yep. It's all right.
He's hurt.
You're here to call. What do you see? Isaiah Linton, the 6'4" senior, checks in for McCauley for now. And that would have been the 4th had they called a foul on Fink that time.
3 officials, you can't miss that. I mean, you
Darian gets up. I think he got it in the stomach. He's still holding it.
He took an elbow. He took an elbow to the stomach. That's exactly what he took.
So I think Darian's going to be okay, and Isaiah Linton will be in there for the time being for West York. It's an 11-point Dover lead, 4:05 left in the third. And Dover
Naja's going to pick up. Naja's going to pick up 4 before the end of this quarter. There's 4:05 left in it. Okay.
And really, Linton can afford to be physical with him because Isaiah doesn't have any fouls, and he's really not going to be in there.
Well, it's going to be all about. It's all about Naja right now. It's going to be all about Naja. That's on Josh Bailey.
Yep, blocking foul out front on Bailey. That's his first.
And actually drawn by Keith Davis. So that's the rookie against the bet, and the rookie got a better of that one.
2 fouls each way halfway through the third quarter. Dover's lead is at 11. And Brady Deschong will inbound it at midcourt, gets it to Davis in the backcourt. Davis will work against Bailey now, brings it into the front court, and Bailey got a hand on it in the backcourt, and he left it. Oh, Davis left it there, and it went out of bounds now off of Davis, so Bailey gets the steal in West York basketball. I don't know, Davis didn't go for it. It looked like maybe he thought he hit it last or something in the front court.
I don't know. He was sitting on the bench. He was sitting on the bench towards the end of halftime. I don't know if he's not feeling well or what, but that time it was just kind of a lazy progression of things, and it just didn't look good.
McCauley is checked back in. Darian has it, low post, spin move over Fink, but too strong. Rebound by Brady Deschong. And you can tell it did not draw iron from the Dover student section. They feed it to Fink, low post. He kicks it right back out to Bowman for 3. It is good.
Right where he lives.
Bowman.
That's 3 from that spot on the right wing and 1 from the baseline.
McCauley head fake drives to the bucket. Oh, a lot of contact, no call. Long rebounded Davis. Here he comes. Gets it ahead to Bowman. He pulls it back behind the arc, but the defense is there. Fink at the free throw line. That's a little bit strong. And O'Neal able to get the rebound. Takes it back up and is fouled by Isaiah Linton. Linton that time, the ball hit the rim a second time. Linton had position, but when it hit the rim the second time, then he had mistimed his jump. And O'Neal will get 2 free throws. So Jerry O'Neal to the line, 60% on the season, hasn't been there yet tonight, has 5 and 5 rebounds. And the free throw is good, makes it 41-26. Dover's lead back to 15 as Terry Keynes and Anthony Hawkins check in for the Bulldogs.
You got to keep running. You got to keep running. If you're West York, that's what you got to do. But at some point in all that running, you got to put the ball in the hole.
Well, second free throw for O'Neal, and got the roll on that one, so he's 2 for 2 on the trip, and it is 42-26. Bailey in the front court. McCauley at the right elbow. Top of the key, Sarver left side to Keynes. Keynes gives it up to Fields. Left side, Bailey now with Davis on him. At the elbow, high post to McCauley. Feeds it to Bailey, cutting through, but threw it too fast.
See, I think you had Bailey in the high post that time. You got Naja Fink standing right in front of you. You got to make a room. In other words, a shot fake or something. You got to go against him. And they're not doing that. They're not challenging.
West York press in the backcourt. Ball was kicked by Sarver, so we'll stay with Dover, and DeShong will inbound it against this pressure by the Bulldogs. 16-point Dover lead, 2:51 left in the third. Bulldogs had it down to 10, but couldn't get it any closer than that. And the front court knocked out of bounds again by Keynes, and we'll stay with Dover. 2:47 left in the third. Dover's led most of the way, all the way really, led by 11 after a quarter and 10 at the half. Davis has it out front. Now Fields is on him. Davis left-hand dribble to left elbow. In the corner they go to Bowman, and a foul inside. And is that on Fink?
They're calling that against Bowman.
No, that's on Fink. They said
that's
Fink
on Fink.
On the elbow, through the elbow.
What did I tell you?
Yep.
I told you because the body language is just poor. He's been trying to push guys. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just the way he's acting on the floor. You can't do that. Yep. Especially when you're the big gun.
And he has 4 now, so with 2:41 left in the third, he goes to the bench, and Ian Mummert comes in. And he was...
Well, let's see what happens now.
Yep. And Fink giving the coach a hard time.
And right away. Same.
Out front, Terry Keynes. Now here's McCauley with Mummert on him.
That's not where they want it.
McCauley drives down the left side, back outside to Fields. Right side to Lalick. Lalick on the dribble to the left elbow. Nothing there. And a foul inside. They're going to have a... Somebody got grabbed in there. It's going to be a Dover foul.
You're going to call it on 15?
Yep, Ian Mummert picks it up. That's his first. And the 4th team foul. West York has 3 with 2:17 left in the third.
Yeah, he was boxing on McCauley down low.
Anthony Fields inbounds it to McCauley in the low post. He lost it, goes down to the floor to save it, and I think he got a timeout called by West York to save the possession. 2:14 left in the third. Dover by 16. Timeout courtesy of Fink's Garage on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Has the recent road construction on Market Street or Route 30 in York bothered you? Well, it's for sure that it's bothered the steering and suspension on your vehicle. At Fink's Garage, we've been straightening cars out for nearly 90 years. Call and let us align your car. Fink's Garage, a Napa Auto Care Center. 717-854-5175. That's 717-854-5175. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Out of the timeout, it will be West York basketball under their hoop. Anthony Fields will inbound it. They trail by 16, but 6'7" senior Naja Fink is on Dover's bench with 4 fouls.
Yeah, I knew he was going to pick it up somewhere. And, you know, the thing is, it's away from the ball. So it didn't have anything to do with what was happening with the basketball. It's just you got to keep your cool. You can't do stuff like that.
They go deep to Terry Canes. Canes, top of the key, gives it up to Fields, the right elbow, about 3 feet beyond the three-point line. Gives it up to Lele. Ball batted away by Davis, who goes to the floor to save the steal. Good hustle by Davis. And in the front court comes Dover now. And Davis is down in the backcourt. He's slow getting up, so they're going to take a look at him, and they stop the game. So see what the issue is there. He went down to get the steal, and slow in getting up. Now I think they're going to have to take him out because they stopped the game, I believe. And Dover hasn't substituted yet. And it's going to be Job Sayers who will come in. Sayers, a 6'2 senior. So it is Dover ball in the front court. 1:59 left in the third.
Interesting. West York has not been able to score since Finks went to the bench.
Nope. Get it near steal, and Lalick did steal. Good hustle by Ian Lalick. He steals it, gets it into Terry Kane. So Lalick with the 4th steal of the game, and Ian drives down the left side of the lane, and a lot of contact, no calls. He took it to the hoop and missed it. Rebound by Mummert, and a steal out in the front court by Sarver, and it will be West York basketball. Is picked up by McCauley.
We're getting real chippy out there.
Yes, we are. Lalick with it now, goes left side to Sarver. Sarver to right side, Anthony Fields, top of the key, Canes. Terry Canes with O'Neal out on him. Sarver
I just don't understand why you don't get McCauley posting up.
Yeah, he hasn't touched the ball yet in this possession. West York down 16.
Yeah, they're going 5 out. They're going 5 out. Let's see what happens.
They go low post to Sarver. He's double teamed. Nick drives to the baseline and gives it up to Canes for 3. No. Rebound inside. Like a push-off. No call. Bowman with the rebound, and Bowman goes coast to coast, and he draws the blocking foul on West York's Ian Lalick.
That's 3.
Yes, it is. And so the coast-to-coast drive by Brady Bowman will get him 2 free throws. His first trips to the line tonight. He is 70% on the season.
So without Davis and Fink on the floor, Dover's about to increase the lead that they had.
And they do.
And
they get the roll. And Davis checks back in for Dover, and for West York, Delafano, Jadakiss Fields, and Josh Bailey check back in.
So he, Coach Schmoyer now can sit there and watch the score.
Second free throw good by Bowman.
And if momentum doesn't change, he can not just sit there.
It's an 18-point lead now, and McCauley on the low post working on Mummert, spins into the lane, missed it, and the rebound by O'Neal. And O'Neal dribbled it off of the foot of a West York player, so we'll stay with the Eagles. And McCauley had it in the low post, spun into the lane, but missed it badly to the right.
They've not been able to put the ball in the hole.
Davis has it in the backcourt. Works into the front court against Bailey. 40 seconds left in the third. Bailey almost got the steal. Davis picks it up. And a lot of contact now. I'm saying,
they're going to call Bailey.
Yeah, they are. Bailey on the block. And on Josh, that's 2. And that's 16 fouls, I believe, on West York. Still have 5 on the board. Maybe it is only 5. 4 on Dover. 35 seconds left in the period. And Davis to the free throw line. He gives it up to Deschamps, who drives and kicks it to Bowman. Bowman dribbles out front with Fields on him. And Bowman almost lost his footing. Timeout taken by Dover's Brian Schmoyer to save the possession. 19 seconds left. West York, or Dover rather, by 18. This timeout courtesy of Fink's Garage.
Payne doesn't take Sunday off. Neither do we. We're open weekdays 8 to 8 and weekends 9 to 6. Just walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics, 2319 South George Street in York, across from the Apple Hill Health Campus. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All right, so we have 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Dover's lead is 18, as you mentioned, Andy, with Fink on the bench and Davis for a while. Dover's been able to increase that lead.
By 4.
Yeah.
By 4. It's like West, it's almost like the other night, except that Northeastern got the win. It's almost like these kids in the blue can't play in the half court. They can't get the ball to go in the hole. They've had their opportunities. They're just not making their shots.
So Dover inbounds it, gets it into the backcourt to Davis.
And a lot of that, has to do with Dover's defense.
Yeah. Davis brings it up against Bailey. Davis drives in late. Bailey just took it away from him. Great hands by Bailey. Gets it ahead to Fields on the left side, and he draws the foul. So Bailey with the steal and the feed to...
Just picked his pocket.
Yeah, he sure did. Hawkins, and the foul is on Brady Bowman. That is 3 by my count on Bowman. And to the field, to the line, Anthony Hawkins. He's 1 of 4 tonight. He will get 2 more here. 5-10 guard. And misses the first one off the back of the iron. So West York not helping itself at the line here tonight. Mostly it's been Hawkins who has been there. The only other guys who've taken free throws are Fields and McCauley. They've both made the one they've taken.
Really? So they've not been aggressive enough going to the basket to get the foul.
Second one rimmed out.
Too.
Yep, and a rebound by O'Neal. O'Neal in the front court. He traveled. Yes, he did. He slid his foot. So with 1.3 seconds left, West York's going to get it about.
You got to put some time back on the clock. They let about 4 seconds or 4/10 of a second run off.
The West York's assistant's asking for it, but he's not getting it. And Delafano will inbound it. It's hit by DeShong out of bounds. No time ran off the clock that time. So
they owed him. They owed him at least that 10th.
So they're in the front court now. So if they can get it in, they can have time for a catch and shoot.
Absolutely. Who you want taking that shot?
I think the officials are talking about the clock right now, so they may put a little bit more time back on. They're going to do that.
Absolutely. So, and that's what you should do.
Brian Schmoyer will, of course, complain about that.
It's the tit for tat that goes on. I'm telling you.
And they haven't changed it yet. Now they're still talking about it. They put 3.2 on there, so that gives West York time to catch and take a dribble or two if they need to.
It's an absolutely right thing to do.
West York will have it with that much time left. They trail by 18. The Bulldogs are just...
You might not get that much, though.
Well,
this might end up with 2.5. Let's see. Yep. 1.3. Wow.
Oh, they took it away?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, Matt Delafano will inbound it, so it will be a quick catch and shoot. Delafano gets it to Bailey, puts a block by O'Neal, and that's the end of the quarter. So we have played 3. It is Dover 44 and West York 26. The final 8 minutes come your way next. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK and GameTimePA.com.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
Hi, I'm Dover Boys basketball coach Brian Schmoyer. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
All right, we have played 3, and it's Dover 44, West York 26. So this Bulldog team that put up just 34 points against Eastern on Friday, Andy, through 3 quarters, has just 26 tonight.
You know, I'm sure Ackerman was expecting better than this. 4 points in the third quarter. You're not going to get it done at any level doing that.
They had a 3 by Bailey at the buzzer in the first half to cut it to 10. Had some momentum, but they did not carry it into the second half. So Dover basketball and a double team at midcourt.
Davis went right at him. He didn't get the first foul call, but he got that one called.
McCauley got the steal. He double teamed Davis with Bailey, and Davis gets the foul call. That's his second, and Darian McCauley, he said he wasn't shooting. So West York ball underneath. Bailey inbounds it. Gets it into McCauley. Bailey dribbling at the left elbow with Davis on him. Then they give it up to Fields. Oh, a deep 3 by Fields. Not even close, but Fields does get the rebound, but there's a foul. It's going to be on West York.
They're going to get Bailey again for clearing out.
Yep, and that's 3 on Josh Bailey. So not a great shot by West York, as Fields was about 4 feet behind the 3-point line that time. It was an NBA 3 at least. Full court press. They get it into O'Neal. Back to Mummert. Mummert brings it in the front court. Into the lane. He slid. And that's going to be a travel. So I don't know. Several guys have slid on this floor tonight.
Got to be in control. Got to be in control. Can't be turning the ball over.
Hawkins.
Respect the possession, you walk away.
Hawkins gets it into Bailey. In the front court they come. Still down 18, though. 7.5 minutes left in the game. And they go low post to McCauley. He turns, kicks it in the opposite elbow, and the three by Hawkins won't go. Offensive rebound. Delafano drives to the hoop and is batted away inside by Mummert. West York looking for a call. They don't get any. We get a held ball instead. And on the alternate possession, it's going to stay with West York. So Ian Mummert gets the blocked shot.
But again, no points.
Nope.
Dover playing some tough D down there.
McCauley drives baseline. He takes it hard to the hoop and hits it. Darian McCauley with a nice drive off glass, and it's 44-28. Mummert in the backcourt over to Brady DeShong. Working against the press, and he gets it to Brady Bowman there in the front court now, and they get it to O'Neal on the far side, and he goes back out to DeShong. He pops a three, and it's good. Wow.
Wow, these kids can't miss, and that's what you got to do to win basketball games.
47-28, the lead at 19 now. DeShong's fifth three of the season. On the baseline is a jumper by Fields. That won't go. Rebound by McCauley. He puts it up in traffic and draws the foul. Just the second rebound tonight for Darian.
White 4.
It's Davis's third.
Right.
7th team foul. McCauley will shoot 2. He's 1-1 at the line tonight. And this is what West York needs to score with the time stop.
Well, and they're going to have to do a lot of it.
McCauley hits the first. Yes, they are.
44 to do a lot of it.
47-29, 6:44 left in the game. The officials having a conference about something here.
They're called. They're saying maybe it wasn't 4.
Well, they didn't change it to our knowledge. So
it would take an act of Congress for him to change that number and admit you were wrong.
Not many acts of Congress being done today.
Not many acts of Congress being done in the last 4 years.
Second shot no good by McCauley. Rebound by Bowman. That is Brady's 8th rebound of this basketball game. And Davis into the front court. On the dribble, gives it up to Brady Bowman. Bowman into the paint, takes it to the hoop and hits it. Brady Bowman is having the game of his life tonight.
He is. He's got it all going.
Bailey
defensively, offensively.
Well, yeah. Bailey back for West York, but it's a 20-point Dover lead now. And in the corner is Fields. Fields gives it up top to Hawkins. Hawkins drives to the free throw line, but pulls it back. Gives it up to Delafano. Matt drives into the paint, pulls up from about 8 feet. Missed it off glass. Rebound by Hawkins is slapped away by O'Neal. Picked up inside by Fields. No, but Hawkins is there with the stick back, and Hawkins puts it home.
And Hawkins, that's only his first field goal of the night.
49-31. Dover's lead remains 18. Pressure in the backcourt, but Davis is able to get it across the timeline with Bailey on him. Gives it up to Mummert. Mummert to O'Neal. O'Neal drives into the paint, gives it to Bowman in the corner. He had a foot on the line. It doesn't go. Rebound. Mummert had it, lost it. O'Neal brings it down, and there's going to be a foul on the floor against West York. O'Neal's 8th rebound.
Hawkins, I believe. Yep, that's his third. O'Neal shooting 2.
Okay. And O'Neal to the line, O'Neal to the line. He's 2 of 2 tonight. He'll get 2 more here. And the senior, 6'4" senior, first one is good.
Tell you what, man can shoot some free throws.
Yep. And Ben Ferree reports Northeastern has defeated Eastern 73-51, so the Bobcats pull away in the second half, and they go to 5-0. Second free throw by O'Neal rolls home, and Dover's
And that's what you got to do if you want to win. You got to make those free throws coming down the stretch.
Back to 20 now. On the baseliners, Kenton Meckley who's checked in out to McCauley at the three-point line. Lalick top of the key.
Nadja Fink back in the game.
Yeah, with 4 fouls, and ball knocked away by DeShong out of bounds. Will stay with West York.
Not the game I was anticipating tonight, Ron.
No. Right.
West York has not played well.
Telefano to inbound. Gets it into Lalick at the left elbow. Now Bailey top of the key. He almost slipped. Dribbles down the right side and goes to Meckley on the baseline. Out to McCauley. Had a three. Drives on Fink. Pulls up the free throw line. Airballed it. Grabbed inside by Meckley. Puts it back up. Doesn't go, but does draw the foul.
They can't buy a field goal.
That's fouls on Jerry O'Neal. That's his second. And Kenton Meckley, 6'2 junior, to the line for the first time tonight. He is 57% on the season. He'll get 2 free throws here.
And Dover's just been in every aspect of the game. Defensively, controlling the tempo, knowing exactly what they want to do offensively. And they're shooting well from the field.
Meckley missed the first free throw, so West York continuing to struggle at the line as well. And the second one by Kenton, that one is no good. Rattled out, and O'Neal with the rebound.
Them both.
Yep. So pressure in the backcourt, but they get it in the front court to the Dover Eagles. O'Neal crossover dribble, takes it to the hoop and hits it.
Tell you, that's a pretty move. Left him standing there, grasping at air.
22-point lead for Dover. Here's a three by McCauley. That won't go, and
going to get 14 over the back.
Rebound by O'Neal. That is his 10th, and Kenton Meckley contesting will get called for the foul. That is his first. And both teams in the bonus now, so at the other end, O'Neal will get a 1-and-1. Jerry is 4 of 4 at the line tonight.
If you're listening, Pat, it'll be late.
West York 5 of 12 at the line tonight, and that's not going to help. 4 of 12 actually, and the free throw by O'Neal is good, so he will get the bonus. He is 5 of 5. In fact, Dover is yet to miss at the line tonight.
Right.
They're 11 out of 11.
And that's what we've been expecting for the last couple of years from guys, and we're not getting it.
Nope, O'Neal hits them both. So
that's 4 free throws sandwiched between 1 field goal for 6 points in this quarter.
Deep three by Bailey, that is good. Josh Bailey off the feed by Lalick, and it's 55-34, but at this point it appears to be too little too late.
Yeah.
Fink in the backcourt has it, McCauley on him, gives it up to Brady DeShong, and he'll bring it into the front court. Gets it to Bowman. Bowman in the corner, lost it here right in front of us, tried to save it, and did throw it off of Matt Delafano, I believe. And I think it's going to be Dover basketball right in front of us here as we are corner court. I want to thank Rich Leathery, the Dover AD, as always, for his hospitality. Brady DeShong gets it into Fink here right in the corner. He's doubled, turns, works on McCauley, and gives it up to O'Neal outside.
Thrown away. Turnover.
All right, so I will give it to West York with 4:18 left, but the Bulldogs down by 21, 55-34.
One of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They have not made a lot of them. I'll tell you what, it's a very good basketball team.
It is, you know.
Keep them on the floor, and it's a very good basketball
Guys
team.
gave Northeastern a handful on Friday, losing by 6. And we think if they'd have gone into Fink more, they might have been a different outcome there.
Absolutely.
Lalick in the far corner for West York. Brings it back out to Bailey, top of the key. Bailey dribbles on the left side. Nothing there. Goes to McCauley between the circles. Darian dribbles to the left elbow to the free throw line and goes back out to Delafano, right side Bailey. Bailey drives, pulls back, pops from 17. That's short. Rebound by O'Neal, his 11th.
Wow. Double figures in points, double figures in rebounds. He had a double-double. Wow.
So does Bowman. No, it doesn't. Sorry, he has 8 rebounds, but he's close. And Davis dribbling out front, killing a little time now. Dover needs to be in no hurry at all to shoot this
absolutely
basketball.
not.
DeShong bumped by Delafano. No call, gives it back to O'Neal at the free throw line, puts up a tough shot, and Fink gets the offensive rebound, missed the stick back, gets it again, spins on Delafano, takes it to the hoop, he traveled it. So
he's going to work.
He got 2 rebounds, but couldn't do anything with it as McCauley kept the body on him. So 3:08 left, and West York down 21. Bailey in the front court. Gives it to McCauley, left elbow. Darian looking it over, and he will pop a 3. They go way off, but he is short, and O'Neal skies for his 12th rebound of the game.
Dover wants to run.
Bowman has it. He pulls up from 15. Off the back of the rim, no. Rebound by Matt Delafano.
Probably not the shot you want to take right there in that spot, but...
Meckley drives at the other end, takes it to the hoop. Nice drive by Kenton Meckley. His second bucket has 4 and is 55-36, but just 2:40 remaining. Fink has it in the backcourt, gives it up to Brady DeShong. And he will bring it into the front court now. Davis has it. Davis pumped, and that's going to be a foul on Ian Lalick. That's 4 on Ian. It'll be a one-on-one for Keith Davis. So Davis to the line where tonight he's 2 of 2.
2 for 2.
2:28 left. Dover about to pocket their 5th win of the season and get back to even in the league at 2-2. And West York will have some head scratches. They'll drop 2 in a row as the shot is good by Davis. He'll get the bonus.
I need to be in a West York practice next couple of days.
Yeah, they will go up to 3-2 and 1-2 in the league. Their second straight loss, and they lost a bad one to Eastern on Friday. Second one is short. They finally missed. Dover's first miss at the line tonight. Rebound by Bailey. They were 12 of 12 before they missed one. In the corner, here's Lalick. Lalick's 3 rolls out, and the ball is loose out of bounds off of Dover.
This one's in the record books.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, we had 3 good ones to start. This is not so good here tonight, but an impressive win by Dover.
Very impressive in all phases of the game.
Haley jumper on the baseline. That is long, and the ball's batted out by DeShong to O'Neal, and Davis will bring it up now, and Dover just will run this one out.
Well, you can't go to sleep, but you just you don't have to be. You know what I mean?
Yep.
As long as they're counting, you got to keep moving.
DeShong drives, feeds it inside to O'Neal, who feeds it across the lane to Fink, who hits the layup.
And that's what you do. Share the basketball, make your play.
And there's a foul by Meckley. That'll be Kenton's second on Davis. And we'll take a quick timeout. We're back right after this on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, part of the Keystone Insurers Group, can save you 15 to 50% for just 15 minutes of your time. We customize plans for your needs and find you the best rate and protection. Discounts for good driver, good student, homeowners, renters, and multiple policies. Plus health, life, and all types of business insurance. Locally owned by Rudy and Pam Kochman, 3217 East Market Street, York. Call 854-0300 or online at KIGYork.com. Kochman & Kunkel Insurance Group, a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Hi, I'm West York boys basketball coach Bill Ackerman. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Davis makes the first and hits them both, so Davis drains 2 at the line, and substitutions for West York now as J.D. Fields checks in. Anthony Hawkins. Drew Geller makes his first appearance, a 5'11 junior. Nick Sarber checks back in, and Isaiah Linton.
I'd call in the school tomorrow if I was a West York player and have Ebola or something.
Yeah, really. 3 put up by Hawkins. That won't go. Fink with the clear out and the rebound there underneath. And Dover will bring it up. 90 seconds left. The Eagles by 24.
Wow.
Davis picks it up, high post to Fink, kicks it out to Bowman. Bowman had an excellent game tonight. And Davis dribbles it, gives it back up to Bowman. $1:15 left. And a foul out front is going to be called on Anthony Hawkins. That's 4 on him, and Bowman will go to the line. He will shoot 2 as West York is in the double bonus.
DeShong. Sorry, it's DeShong going to the line.
Oh, thank you.
Shooting 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We have some substitutions for Dover after the first one. It is missed by Brady. And checking in now for Dover will be Ian Mummert and Job Sayers. So Neal will go to the bench, as will Brady Bowman and Naja Fink. And also checking in for Dover is John Sterner, 5'10 senior guard, making his first appearance. Well, high fives all around for the Eagles as they will move to 4-2 on the year. Second free throw is good by DeShong, and it's 61-36.
Did he make the first one? I'm sorry.
No, missed the first.
I thought so.
And the jumper in the baseline, no good. Rebound by Sterner. Crowd favorite, gets a hand, gets it out to DeShong. And Brady in some trouble, double team, gets it away to Davis. Davis floater in the paint, that is short. Rebound pulled in by Drew Geller. And in the front court is Fields. Fields spins to the hoop. A lot of contact. Wow. Man, and they did call foul Ian Mummert. And gave him a good smack that time. And so Mummert with the foul. And on Ian, that is his second. And checking in for Dover now will be Alan Hansel. He's a sophomore.
Number 5?
Yes.
Alan who?
Hansel, Hansel. And the first free throw is good by Jadakiss Fields, he'll get a second now. 61-37 is the Dover lead. He puts that one in as well, so it's 61-38. Final minute of the game. And Davis in the front court to Sayers. Sayers with it. He is fouled hard there by Isaiah Lim. That's 2 on Isaiah. And we will have another substitution for Dover as Chase Heath will check in. So on the line for 2 for Dover is Job Sayers. The 6'2 senior has not scored tonight, and now he has as he hits the first. And the second to come now for Job. And that one is short, and the rebound is pulled in by Nick Sarver for West York. Final minute of the play, driving to the bucket is Sarver, who goes coast to coast and gets his first bucket of the night for the 5'10 senior. And at the other end, Dover in the front court, and Mummert dribbled it on the sidelines, and I think it's going to turn it over to West York, but it's all over but the shouting or the singing in the case of the Dover student section here. They celebrate a big win over their rival West York. Deep 3 by Fields, not even close, and Sterner with the rebound. And Dover may just dribble this thing out now.
If West York allows them.
Well, if they do, right. In the front court, they have it. Sayers over to Sterner. And Sterner now back to Job Sayers going through Hansel. And that's it. There's your final. Dover 62 and West York 40. And that is the final, and West York has some work to do right now. We are going to take a break and come back with the Griffith, Strickler, Lehrman, Solomon, and Cocken postgame show after this on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Need an assist? Get great savings and great weekly specials at your favorite neighborhood stores. Use your gold card and stop in now at Nell's Fresh Food Markets in Spry, East Berlin, and Carlisle. Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, and Whiteford. And Wetzel's Market in Glenrock. Your full court headquarters and always the freshest meats and produce.
What's happening to your teams? Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
Providing quality services efficiently and in a timely manner to its clients is the mission of the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lehrman, Solomon & Calkins. GSLSC is equipped to handle any real estate transactions, leases, residential and commercial real estate settlements, zoning issues, and all matters involving municipalities. They are also experienced in the formation and operation of family real estate ventures that are tax sensitive to the needs of the investors. Griffith, Strickler, Lehrman, Solomon & Calkins is an approved title insurance agency and can provide you with title insurance and legal on low cost a home or investment property. Don't risk any real estate settlement without an experienced real estate attorney from the law firm of Griffith, Strickler, Lehrman, Solomon & Calkins at your side. Phone 717-757-7602. They've been handling residential and commercial real estate matters in South Central Pennsylvania for more than 50 years. With mortgage interest rates at an all-time low, now is the time to buy or refinance. Phone 717-757-7602 today or visit their website, gslsc.com.
We wish you tasty maple donuts. We wish you tasty maple donuts. We wish you lots of maple donuts at this festive time of year.
A baker's dozen for work?
Take maple donuts.
The family holiday bash?
Take maple donuts.
A Christmas shopping break?
Yeah, with a maple donut.
And cinnamon maple donut holes on Christmas Eve for St. Nick.
Ho, ho, ho!
Charlie's Little Helpers are filling Maple Donut's workshop with fantastically sweet treats made for the season. Kick off a day of shopping with a cup of Charlie's Always Fresh coffee and your favorite maple donut. And remember, Maple Donut gift certificates are great stocking stuffers.
We wish you tasty maple donuts. We wish you tasty maple donuts. We wish you lots of maple donuts at this festive time of year.
Maple donuts taste right.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And back at Dover, Ron Ruman and Andy Bria with you. And Andy, you said it somewhere in the second half. Not the game we expected tonight at all. A 22-point Dover Eagle win over West York.
West York had no answer for what Dover did. And basically, they got them in a half-court game. They shot extremely well. I'd like to see their percentage from both 3 and 2, and a great percentage from the line. But the difference to me, it just looked like Dover knew exactly what they wanted to do, and West York wasn't quite sure. When West York wasn't able to run and score, and it seemed that, and Naja Fink inside taking away, just basically single-handedly took away the paint from them. It just, they had no clue.
Yeah, and 40 points put up tonight, 34 on Friday. So the last 2 games they really struggled to score, and frankly tonight half a dozen of those points were garbage time. So
I'm telling you, if I was a West York basketball player, I'd be sick tomorrow. I really would.
It will not be fun.
No,
but it's early in the year. West York falls to 3-2, but they've got some work to do, no question. As Dover wins,
I'm not gloom and doom about anything. I mean, it's not even Christmas.
No, it isn't.
I mean, really,
correct. You are correct. But it is a big win for Dover here on their home court tonight by 22. This is the Griffith Strickler, Lehrman, Solomon, Calkins post-game show. Take a break and back with our post-game stats courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent, after this on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Today, it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection and personal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Broadway Transmission? I don't know how they do it.
We've been in business for 60 years at the same location.
I don't know how they do it.
It's our long-term nationwide warranties.
Oh, and don't forget our online appointment scheduling.
I still don't know how they do it.
They toted my van at no cost with my repair.
It's ATRA certified technicians. Don't forget the good-looking genius in the office.
Come on, man. I know they help me with finance. Still, with my bad credit, I don't know how they do it.
I did my research and felt comfortable that Broadway is a AAA-approved specialty repair shop. I showed my AAA card and saved some hard-earned cash.
I was happy to get a $100 rebate in the mail after the job was done.
I sure don't know how they do it, but I do know they get it done, and they get it done right.
Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and back on the road fast. Check us out on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
And we are back here at Dover. Ron Ruman and Andy Bria with you. The Eagles a big win tonight, 62-40 over West York. So the Eagles moved to 4-2 on the year, 2-2 in the league. West York falling to 3-2 and 2-2. Now our post-game stats from Trish Hauser. First for the Bulldogs. Not a lot to talk about.
All right, Darian McCauley, pretty nice line. He had 6 field goals, 2 or 3 from the line. He led all your West York scorers with 14. Josh Bailey, 4 field goals, 10 points. Never got to the foul line. Anthony Hawkins, it's tough as your point guard. Anthony Hawkins, 1 field goal, 1 assist from the foul line. He had 4. Kenton Meckley off the bench, 2 field goals, 0-2 from the line, 4 points. Ian Lalek had 1 field goal for 2 points. Jadakius Fields, 3 for 3 from the line, 1 field goal. He had 5. And Nick Sarver off the bench, 1 field goal, 2 points. 16 field goals, 6 of 14 from the line for 40 points.
All right, and for the Bulldogs, not a lot of rebounding. Kenton Meckley led them with 4 rebounds tonight. Ian Lalek had 2 assists and 4 steals for the Bulldogs. All right, for Dover.
All right, got some pretty nice lines here. Naja Fink, 7 field goals, 2 of 2 from the line. He had 16. Keith Davis, 5 points, 2 field goals, 5 of 6 from foul lines. He had 10. Brady Bowman, 6 field goals, 4 of which were threes, 18 points with 2 for 2 from the foul line. Brady DeShong, 1 3, 1 for 2. Fourth quarter from the foul line, he had 4 points. Jerry O'Neal, 3 field goals, one of those are 3, 6 for 6 from foul line. 13, Job Sayers, he was 1 of 2 from the foul line. He had 1 point. They had 19 field goals, 7 of which were threes. A tighty 17 of 20 from the foul line. 62 points.
All right, and that is a tidy 85% at the line for Dover. O'Neill, 12 rebounds tonight. It really did the job in the paint because Fink, with those fouls, wasn't there for a lot of the game. And Brady Bowman had 8 rebounds. Brady DeShong also with 6. Fink with 6, but most of those, there are 3 of them down the stretch.
Right.
And as far as the assists go, O'Neill had 3 assists to lead them in that category, along with Keith Davis. So those are your final stats, courtesy of Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. A 22-point Dover win. Take our final break and back with our Heritage Hills Player of the Game and our York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard. After this, you're listening to high school basketball on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Hello, this is Grant Becker, certified personal trainer and sports performance manager at Heritage Hills Athletic Club. Are you the best athlete you can be? Do you want to be at your physical peak? Heritage Hills Athletic Club can get you there. You will train with certified professionals that set up programs customized to help you meet your goals. From speed and agility to and conditioning, our goal is your success. You'll have the opportunity to train in our 60,000 square foot facility that features a large turf field, 2 full-size basketball courts, and the latest technology in strength and conditioning.
We could go to clubs closer to our home, but clubs closer to our home don't seem to offer the quality, the diversity that we get at Heritage Hills, and the attention.
Call today and ask about a 3-week free trial membership to the Studio, our private personal training facility. Call 757-4833 or visit us online at heritagehillsathletic.com or everyonecanplayhh.com.
My name is Lou Laviton. I own a company called Sparkle Wash. We're a professional mobile pressure washing company, and I've been a customer of York Traditions for 5 years. Prior to that, I had other banking relationships, but they weren't local. And when you really read the statistics and you look at what's going on in the marketplace, you need to have somebody that's a local level, that you're not talking to a call center in a foreign country or someplace else that doesn't know who you are, and this is what York Traditions does. The online banking has just been a wonderful tool for us because the convenience is there, but I visit all the branches. It's like Cheers. They all know your name. I think is fascinating. I come in and I like the yellow Tootsie Rolls, or I like the Sweethearts, and they know to staple my receipt to the lower left-hand corner. And I don't understand how they do that, but this is what York Traditions does. They do it very well. It's kind of a cool place to be.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Join me, Steve Zabin, mornings at 6 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Yeah, sometime I'll take that second re-entry out. Probably around March. But anyway, we are back at Dover one final time, where the Eagles celebrating the big win here tonight, 62-40 over the West York Bulldogs. So Dover moving to 4-2 overall and 2-2 in the league. West York 3-2 and 1-2 in the league play now. So let's get our Heritage Hills player of the game, or players of the game.
All right, we're going with 2. First, Brady Bowman, since he's first on the sheet here.
Oops.
He had 18 points. He was 2 for 2 from the foul line with 8 rebounds, 4 threes, and I mean, I don't think he missed but 1 the whole night.
And he lit him up early. He really built that early lead for him.
He scored the first 8 points of the game. Okay, so, and then he buried 2 threes in the third quarter to kind of put it away. So, and then Jerry O'Neill. Now this is his second game in a row he's put up nice numbers. He had 3 field goals, one of which was a 3. He was a tighty 6 for 6 on foul line, 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter. He had a double-double tonight with 12 rebounds, and he also dished out 3 assists. So, nice line for Mr. O'Neill.
Indeed, Jerry O'Neill and Brady Bowman are Heritage Hills players of the game. Let's get a York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard now. Some interesting scores from around the league. Tony Nalo on the scene. He reports Central defeats Dallastown 55-47, so the Panthers roll to 6-0. And 4-0 in the league. Don't forget, our interns will have reports on the air tomorrow on these games tonight. Cade Burdett reports that Spring Grove moves to 2-1 overall and in the league with a 60-42 win at the Mustang Corral. The Mustangs still 0-6 on the season. Eliza Kravitz on the scene in Glen Rock, where the Warriors of Coach John Zerfing get to 500 at 2-2 as they pull the upset and defeat Suburban 53-51. Suburban now 3-4 overall, 2-2 in the league. And Ben Faree from Manchester reporting that Northeastern goes to 5-0 on the year as they pull away in the second half to defeat Eastern 73-51. So the Golden Knights fall to 3-3 overall. Other scores tonight: York Catholic on a roll. They defeat York Tech 79-50, and York High rolling over New Oxford 71-47. So William Penn now moving to 4-1 on the season. Hanover defeats Stallone 41-37. And it is Gettysburg over Kennerdale 54-35. That on the boys' side. On the girls' side, a couple of finals we have in. West York defeats Dover 56-40. So the Bulldogs with just the one loss so far. Gettysburg over Kennerdale 45-39. Littlestown over Biglerville 41-29. Eastern pulling away and defeating Northeastern on the girls' side 63-48. New Oxford over William Penn 67-43. And a fourth quarter score is Susquehannock leading Suburban 29-27. That was a Suburban lead at halftime, so the Lady Warriors coming back and trying to pull that one out. Then we will see Susquehannock's girls hosting West York next Tuesday. Our final here, Dover 62 and West York 40. Friday night it will be Red Lion and Central at Central. Make sure you join us for that one. And now for Leif Johnson on the video for Game Time PA. Jim Harden, as always, pushing all the right buttons back at the station. And my partner Andy Bria, I'm Ron Ruman. Thanks for listening, folks, and you have a good night.
Thank you for listening to WOIK's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution. Hear the best of the York Adams League all season.